Donald Trump is running out of time tonight to protect his properties from potential seizure by the state of New York. He has until Monday to secure a nearly $500 million bond to satisfy the court's civil fraud judgment against him, which his lawyers say cannot be done.
This is manifest injustice. It is impossible. It's an impossibility.
But the former president today claiming on social media he has, quote, almost $500 million in cash, which he had intended to spend on his campaign, despite having neither spent nor loaned any of his own money to his campaign since 2016.
They'd like to take the cash away so I can't use it on the campaign. And this is just a corrupt group of people. It's election interference.
Mr. Trump's attorneys have argued he should not be liable for the bond while his case is being appealed. The Attorney General is poised to move quickly to seize his assets if she decides to. In early March, her office filed judgment in New York's Westchester County, home to Mr. Trump's Seven Springs estate and a Trump National Golf Course, a necessary step to potentially seize those properties later. Mr. Trump's New York City properties could also be in the AG's crosshairs, a possibility Mr. Trump has used to raise money for his campaign. His allies have dismissed the possibility the self-proclaimed billionaire might file for bankruptcy or sell off properties quickly to free up cash. Mr. Trump could see a windfall from a deal approved today to take his Truth social media company public, but he can't sell his shares, perhaps worth billions, for 6 months. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.